We are in Åland. It's kind of Finland and Sweden. It's confusing. No, but actually it belongs to Finland. Majority of the people here are Swedish and they also speak Swedish. But this is like their own country, so they have their own autonomy, so they can rule this country like how they like it. So we had a nice day yesterday. It was really relaxing, but this morning we had to wake up really early to catch this ferry to Åland. And luckily we are here, so we are not too late. And yeah, the travel will take around 4 hours to Åland. It's gonna be nice, I think, because it's a nice weather, and we hope that the wave is going to be friendly, so we will not get any seasickness.
So yes, we are now heading to Åland by ferry from Turku on the Finnish mainland. But you can also reach Åland by ferry from other major cities like Stockholm, Helsinki or Tallinn. Åland is actually a very popular cycling destination, but we will explore it by car instead. And in this video, we're gonna show you the great places that you can visit in Åland.
We finally arrived in Åland! Thanks ferry, you have been nice to us. Now let's continue. Let's have some fun!
This archipelago consists of around 6,700 islands, lying in the middle of the Baltic Sea between Finland and Sweden.
How is your alcohol situation?
Terrible. They said it's tax-free in Åland, but still it's very expensive to buy beers here. First stop, the Degersand Beach. It is probably the best beach in the whole Åland. The beach is located near Eckerö, on the west side of the main Åland island. Just look at the powdery white sand, it's amazing! The water is crystal clear and very refreshing. And the sea is actually still very shallow, over 100 meters away. So make sure this place is on your list when visiting Åland. The next stop is Eckerö Mail and Custom House, or Eckerö Post och Tullhus. It is a historical building from the early 19th century, built as the westernmost post house of Finland. Well, the post house is clearly oversized for the small village of Eckerö, but now it actually houses a museum and also an art gallery. The next day, we're heading to the most famous landmark in the whole of Åland, Kastelholm Castle. Now I'm entering the Kastelholm Castle. This is the only castle in the island, and I just paid the entrance fee. It costs 8 euros per person, and I also got this nice tablet that contains the audio guide. Hopefully this will be useful to know a bit more of the story of the castle. The castle was first built in the 14th century, and it held a strategic importance during the Swedish reign of Åland. Sadly, in the 18th century, the castle burned down and it was left to ruin. Fortunately, in the 20th century, the castle was restored for the purpose of tourism, and now we can visit this magnificent castle once again. Don't worry, these are just animal bones. When visiting the castle, you can enjoy the medieval structure, see the interior, and also enjoy a nice view of the surrounding area from above. It's truly an impressive monument in Åland. Now we are gonna visit the Vita Björn Museum, or the Prison Museum of Åland, and the same ticket that I bought for the castle is also valid for the entrance for here. Inside, you can see how the prison from the past times look like. From the 1800s, 1850s, 1900s and 1950s. You can actually see that the quality of the prison cell improves over time. But of course, the house of the prison warden is way better than the prison cell. Time to visit the Jan Karlsgården. This is an open-air museum and it's free to enter. This museum is located right next to the Kastelholm Castle and the Prison Museum. Like in other open-air museums, you can visit many traditional buildings from the surrounding area from back in the days. You can also enter some of the buildings to see the interior. You can definitely have quite some fun in this open-air museum, so don't miss it.
Apple from the tree.
It's apple tree.
This is Bomarsun Fortress. It was built by the Russian Empire to show their authority. However, this fortress is never finished because it's so huge, so it was only like 25% completed. But in the end, the fortress was bombed during the war and leaving these ruins behind us. Actually, these ruins also symbolize the freedom and the autonomy of Åland.
The fortress area is huge. No wonder they did not manage to finish it. Today, all you can see is just some ruins left from the fortress wall. Last but not least, you definitely have to visit Mariehamn while in Åland. This is the main city in Åland archipelago, with some 40% of the population living here. You can take a stroll around the city center, where many wooden old buildings still remain. Compared to the other villages in Åland, Mariehamn feels like a metropolis. There are also many wonderful museums in the city, but unfortunately we did not visit any of them. And don't miss the Maritime Quarter, a quite popular tourist area in Mariehamn. It looks pretty empty at the moment, but that's probably because we're here off-season.
It's Maribad. It's the public swimming pool. So now we're gonna check it out because hopefully it will not be so expensive so that we can enjoy the pool and the sauna. So yes, we are in. It costs us €9, which is okay I think because it's for the bath and hopefully also the sauna inclusive. So that was super relaxing. So we enjoyed the swim, we enjoyed the sauna and also the steam room. And well, it's a perfect activity for this kind of cloudy day. And this is also a tips if you're in Finland and you want to enjoy sauna or steam room, just visit this kind of public swimming pool because it costs cheaper than the ones in the tourist area. Anyway, we are going to move forward, so let's go.
Afterwards, we also visited Lilleholmen. This is a popular park area in Mariehamn, just outside of the city center, and there's also a public beach. You can go for a nice walk there, and there's also a mini zoo, so it's perfect for your family. We even saw a wild deer just walking around in the forest. So, that was our 3-day trip in Åland. Overall, this island is a really nice place for a relaxing holiday. You could just chill by the beach, go for an easy walk, or just rent a bike and then cycle around. And we came here during low season, so it's really quiet, but nevertheless we could still enjoy really nice and warm weather throughout our stay. So now we're gonna catch the ferry back to the mainland, so we'll see you in the next video, see you in the next adventure, and don't forget to subscribe.